Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to deliver a lesson for class 12th subject Zoology. Since in our previous topic we have studied about various viral diseases in human beings. Now today we will continue with the study of other important viral infections. First of all, today we will discuss about the most common viral infection in children called as mumps. Mumps is basically the inflammation of parotid glands, which is actually a salivary gland in our mouth. The mumps is also known as infectious parotiditis because it is basically the inflammation of parotid gland. The common symptoms of this viral infection are painful enlargement of parotid gland. Also, it leads to the difficulty in opening the mouth and swallowing the food. The other symptoms of this infection are high fever with chills, anorexia and malaise. That means the pain and aches throughout the body. The causative organism of this infection is known as paramoxyvirus. The mode of infection is either through direct contact, hand to hand, or through droplet methods such as coughing and sneezing. It may also spread by fomite methods, in which the infection spreads through contaminated articles like cups, spoons, etc. The incubation period of this infection ranges from 12 to 26 days. The treatment is symptomatic, and the prevention of this disease is through the use of vaccination. Very important vaccine, triple vaccine known as MMR, which provides immunity against 3 different diseases, that is mumps, measles and rubella. Now the next important viral infection, which usually occurs in infants and children, what we call as poliomyelitis. Poliomyelitis is also known as infantile paralysis. It is a highly infectious viral disease of infants and children. The causative agent of this disease is a virus known as poliovirus. Now the mode of infection. The infection spreads through contaminated food and water. The incubation period of poliovirus or polio infection is 5 to 17 days, and the symptoms of this disease are inflammation of the nervous system, limb paralysis and muscle shrinkage and loss of muscles. Prevention of this disease is done through a vaccine, which is a very well-known vaccine known as oral polio drops, which contains the Salk's vaccine and Sabin's oral, which are presently available for the prevention of this viral infection. Now the other important viral infection is what we call as rabies, which spreads through the infected animals like dogs. This disease is also known as hydrophobia. Hydro means water and phobia means fear. So this disease is also called as the fear of water. It is a symptom of this disease, fear of water. That is why it is also known as hydrophobia. The causative organism of this viral infection is a virus known as rabies virus. Now the mode of infection. The mode of infection of this disease is through saliva of the infected animal like dog. Now, since this disease causes the inflammation of brain and spinal cord. That is why it is also known as encephalitis. It leads to encephalitis, that is inflammation of brain and spinal cord, along with the fear of water, headache and fever. The treatment consists of administration of anti-rabies vaccine. This vaccine was developed by Louis Pasteur. Earlier, 14 inoculations of this vaccine were given, but nowadays only 6 doses of vaccine are administered for the complete cure of this disease. Now, another important viral infection, which is the most deadly infection, is known as AIDS. AIDS, the abbreviation AIDS stands for acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. The virus which causes this disease is known as HIV virus, human immunodeficiency virus. This virus actually causes the depletion of T cells, which are the most important immune cells in our body. The incubation period of AIDS ranges from 2 to 6 weeks. Since this infection weakens the immune system, so many opportunistic infections which otherwise are unable to cause a disease in normal human beings, they are caused, such as Pneumocystis carinii pneumonia. It is a type of pneumonia which is caused by the organism Pneumocystis carinii, which cannot cause a disease in a normal healthy person. Similarly, another opportunistic disease which is caused due to AIDS is known as Kaposis sarcoma, which is actually a cancer of the walls of the blood vessels. This disease was first recognized in 1981 from Los Angeles in USA. The diagnosis of this disease is done through a latest technique known as ELISA, E-L-I-S-A, ELISA, which stands for enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. This infection spreads through sexual contacts, such as in homosexuals, or through blood transfusion or contamination of blood, usually in drug addicts which share needles while taking the drugs, which are the main causes of the spread of the infection. And since this AIDS is a very deadly disease, the virus that causes AIDS is called the human immunodeficiency virus. It mounts a direct attack on the cells that have specific protein called CD4 on their surfaces. A simplified definition of AIDS is anyone infected with HIV having a T4 lymphocyte count under 200 cubic millimeter of blood. Now, AIDS was first, as already said, recognized in June 1981 as a result of reports from Los Angeles area in USA. Now, this AIDS disease will be discussed in detail in our next topic, that is the immunity. Until then, goodbye and good luck. Thank you.